Hey everyone, it's Dana. It is Tuesday night at 2 minutes after 8. And I told you at the beginning of the week that I was going to try to continue to pop on a little bit each day. And because I feel like I'm so behind. I don't know if you've ever felt like that. And as well as you guys know, I've been out of town, had lots of negative things in my life happen. And I don't know about you, but in all honesty, coming to the craft table, doing some scrapbooking or playing with cards or just learning something new, it occupies my mind in a very positive way. It makes me happy, quite simply. And so tonight earlier in the day actually, we had a training video go through on some of our new products, and I was catching up watching that, and I saw this technique, and I had to got so excited that I had to sit down and play. And I actually, surprise, surprise, I actually had the supplies that I needed and pulled it all together and just thought, you kind of, when you start out with things, at least I do, I never think it's going to turn out as good as anybody else's, if that makes sense. Like, I never feel like mine's never going to look like hers, right? I literally sit down every single project and I go, mine's not going to be that good, but it'll be okay, because it is what it is. You literally tell yourself all the things to make yourself feel better because your project's never going to turn out as good. Hey, you girls, Gail and Jen, I'm so glad you guys are to join me. I was just kind of talking a little bit, waiting for everybody to get on, and that crafting for me is a mental happy place. It keeps my mind busy. It lifts my spirits. And playing, there's something about being creative, isn't there? There's literally something about being creative. And Kimmy, I'm so glad to see you here. That just lifts my spirits. And so I watched a creative video. Anyway, I'm just going to show you because I can't stand it anymore. Okay, ready? These are, before we get into the card part, we have Distress Oxide Inks. And I tried to move my phone down so that you guys can see. Vicky's on too, yay! Oh, you guys, pull these so that you can see them, because I just want you to see what they're about. So I tried to pull the camera. Forgive me. We won't be able to do it. And Christy's on too, my favorite people in the world. Okay, Distress Oxide. If you caught the video last night, we talked about these in the tiniest sense, that they are both a dye and a pigment ink. And not only a pigment that's reactivated or activated by water. They are the coolest product ever. And they're not new. This is Tim Holtz's world. This is his jam. And we are just going to explore it the tiniest little bit, because for us, in the close to my heart bubble, if you will, we didn't have any of these products. So they're literally all new. The good news is there's video upon video upon video of all of this stuff. And what a fun range it is. So anyway, these inks have different properties. They're creamy, they're smooth, they blend beautifully. Just like the markers make our coloring beautiful, like we are artists, really, right? We're Crayola coloring and they look so nice and smooth. These inks do the same thing. And I kid you not, that's why I got so excited and had to jump on, because I was like, holy crap, this makes my sponging not look all junky and bounces and sponge marks. Like, it literally looks beautiful and smooth, and just like they make it look like it's magic. So you guys are going to love these just because they're different, right? They're super vibrant. Wait till I show you a couple of them. So they're going to behave a little bit differently than what we know in our close to my heart world. We know quick dry. Well, these are not necessarily quick dry. You can use a heat tool to dry them. You don't have to. You can set it aside and let it go that way too. But they're meant to be used and are okay to be used with a heat tool to heat it in between. So tonight we're not going to do that. We're actually going to do something completely different. So we have Distress Oxide Inks. And look what we have. We have glitter gel stickles. Okay, now, why in the world is this important? Here's another one. This one is called, I can't read it because it's too glittery, but this is the gold one. Solar Flare. There we go. Solar Flare and Moon Dust. Okay, Again, why are stickle gels important? Why are they more important than these? Because these are more liquidy. You can do some of the same things. This is this, but this is like a true gel. You'll see it when I pull it out. Stickers. Did I say stickers? I'm so sorry. You guys know me, right? Stickles. It is stickles in a jar. If that's what it typed, Jen. Yes, except these have more gel. These are more liquidy. Think of it. This has to squeeze through a little tiny tube, right? So it's literally meant to do things that can only be squeezed out through here. It's got to be liquidy enough to get through the tip. These do not. These are meant to be used to have a more texture, a thicker texture than some of our other mediums. Again, new for us, right? New in our world. Now let me show you something else new for us. Stencil packs. We have 3 of them. They're 12 by 12, right? Brilliant. So we can use them on a scrapbook page or a card. Now I know this is the hard part. I'm so sorry. You're not going to be able to see these real well on camera, but I want to give you some idea of what they look like, and you'll have to tell me. This is kind of a big mosaic pattern. It's very cool, actually. I've seen it stencils, and we're not going to use this one tonight because I want to show you a different one, but this is going to be my next project because I can't imagine this on, hey John, good to see you too, on a scrapbook page. This would be absolutely spectacular on a scrapbook page. So we will be doing that. We're just not doing it today. The second one in this pack is a little heart, like a 12 by 12 hearts, and they're kind of all random and googly, which I like. I don't want it to look machine printed, if that makes sense. So I know it's really hard to tell. There you go, a little bit of it. And then this is the one we're going to use tonight. They're kind of, to me, they kind of look like mums. Chrysanthemums maybe, or just plain mums. You guys tell me. You know your flowers better than I do. Again, love that it goes full edge to edge. You literally could do a whole scrapbook page. And these are so much prettier than they look. So much prettier. So that's the one we're going to use tonight. And I want to show you this too. You don't need this. This is called watercolor paper. And if you can see real close, the main difference is 2 things. See there you go. See the texture? It's got texture on one side. So if you want texture, it's here. And then I'm going to flip it over and the other side is smooth. Now I want you, the first thing, when you pull it out of the package, you're going to go, holy crap, it's thick. It is. It is. And it's thick for a reason. The main one being that it can hold moisture. Do you know how when you put water on regular paper or regular cardstock, and it kind of, if you rub it too much, it kind of starts to ball up because the fibers aren't really meant to hold a lot of water, right? We try to keep our scrapbook pages away from water, if you will. Now, if you're working on cards, it's not the end of the world if you use regular paper. And for most projects, I probably will, to be honest. But for all intents and purposes, the gal that did the training video used this paper. So I was like, well, dang it. If I want my project to look as cute as hers, then I have to use the fancy paper. So that's what I did. So this is our fancy paper. This is our distressed watercolor paper. It's thicker and it's textured on one side, so you get to choose. Hey Sharon, you guys, Edie, you guys are sneaking in. When my phone is lower, I can't see the comments, so you're gonna have to make a lot of noise or hearts or something, so I know that you're there watching me. Okay, you ready for the magic? Okay, I think I've talked about the new things. All right, we're gonna use both of these babies, and we're gonna use pickled raspberry and candied apple. Now this is literally the tip of the iceberg, and I'm not joking when I say that. This is the tip of the iceberg. I'm just gonna make a card piece, and I won't be able to make it into a card tonight because it has to dry. Literally, it has to dry. But what I can do is work on the card part tomorrow and come back and show you what it looks like. So there are methods. I could tape this down really tightly, but I found that at least for what I'm doing, it's not necessary. Know that those rolls and rolls of washi tape you got left? Good thing, because we're going to use a couple pieces. All I'm going to do is tape the stencil to my all-purpose mat. That's another key piece. I actually went in my closet where you guys know I keep my extra stock, and I pulled out a new one because my other one had some worn spots in it, and from my own fault, I had probably dug into it with a pen or done something that scratched the surface off. And I didn't want this ink getting down into the grooves or maybe seeping underneath. So I grabbed a new one. An all-purpose mat for playing with this stuff is absolutely mandatory. You could use glass, even on your plastic table. I don't think it would stain. It seems to kind of come right up with a wet paper towel. But I don't know for sure. I don't want to tell you that and you try it and then, you know, and then it stains your table and you'd be like, hello, you ruined my white plastic table. But I'm going to get my paper towel ready. You can hear me squirting. Okay, paper towel in hand. Spatula, we're going to be using that in a few minutes. And the other thing I wanted to show you is this. Now, I already played with mine, so it's red. We have a new ink tool, you guys. I have been asking for this behind the scenes for years. Watch, the little tip Velcros on. Can you believe that? It literally Velcros on. You set it down, line it up, and pick it back up again. But then you can get a whole bunch of the little tips, right? Brilliant. So love, love, love. This, do you see how this is flat instead of round? It's going to spread that ink on really smoothly. And I've looked at these at expos. Sorry, now I got ink on my finger. I've looked at these at expos for years and years. Hey, Penny. Oh, I'm missing you guys. Come on. You're going to love this because it's going to make you look brilliant. These two things combined are magical. Okay. Okay, I've got my ink pads. I've got my stencil. I am going to kind of hold it with my finger. In fact, I've even got a little Post-it note if I want to keep my finger from getting inky. But what we're going to do is we're going to do the outsides of the flower in the pink, and then we're going to do the centers in red. And I just want you to see how this plays out a little bit. So we're going to open our Distress Oxide. It's a different kind of ink pad, but you'll notice it's not smushy. And I say that because our pigment pads, Close to My Heart's pigment pads, are smushy. So that's kind of what I was expecting. Now, I'm finding that you can just roll it and get a lot of ink on. And here's the magic. You're going to start off the edge and you're going to go in a circle motion. And that's going to keep you from getting that blob circle shape. Okay? So we're going to start off the edge and we're just going to blend. You guys, look at how nice that smooth. Can you see it? It like goes on like, can you see the pink part? It looks like pudding. It is so fun and smooth. All I'm doing, and I'm hoping it's not shaking the camera too much, is just going back and forth in a circle. And look at how far it goes. Like I really only ink that up once. Isn't that fun? Okay, I've got this one left to do. And that's the other part. Like I played with it and I was like, holy smokes, this goes on so quickly. I can see how you could do a whole page or multiple cards, right? You could do many of them really fast because it's just so fun and quick. Okay, now if I go up into the center, there's less ink, right? But can you see how fun that is? Okay, now I'm gonna take my pink lid and I'm gonna stick it there for now because I'm not sure if I'm done. That's kind of the other part about distressing the inks, is that it seems to be all about the blending. Everything's about the blending. So here we are, we're gonna go in our red. This one's a little easier because there's smaller surfaces. It's not gonna matter if we, now look at that, you guys, look at the colors. Holy roses. Let me see if I make sure I get out in that. I gotta kind of go to the other side. Okay, now, you'd think you'd be done, right? Nope, you're not. Turns out when I watched that video, I was like, they go over it and they go over it and they go over it. It's the craziest thing. Ready? So we're gonna try it. We're gonna go over, and when you do that, you're blending these two colors together. I'm blending that pink and that red and that middle layer. For instance, if this was, well, you'll see it. My pink and red become a little bit of orange. Can you see it? I know, I'm so sorry. I don't know if this translates to camera or not. Let's try a little more red, because we can, right? Because it's fun. And we like it. Okay. Oh, you guys, look how fun that is. Okay, now, you think we're done, but we're not. Just because it's not. So I am going to put, I think I'm done with the blending of my inks for now. And you guys, this isn't even the part where they react with water. We're not even going to do that tonight. That's a surprise for another day. But wait until you see what's coming. Okay, you ready? Questions so far? Does anybody have anything to say? Hearts, sad faces, anything you got going on? I'll give you just a second. Nothing? There's something. Somebody's got a heart for me. Bless you, whoever that is, because I can't tell who it is. We're going to start with the gold. Now, you know how when we use our gold shimmer brush, we like to use it in the red family. Reds, yellows, oranges, burgundies, because it sets off those colors, right? It literally sets them off and it makes them shine. That's when they come to the party, right? So we're going to do the same thing. We are going to use the gold on the centers because I colored them red. Now, I want you to see how goopy this is. It's the weirdest stuff, you guys. I sat there and played with it and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of textural. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. Oh my gosh. You guys, hey, Vicky Klein, it's so good to see you. Okay, you ready? Look at this. It kind of bounces. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like kids' slime, except when it's kind of too jelly. Like, look, can you see how it just kind of stays? I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that. It's the weirdest stuff. You guys, it's so much fun to play with. I can't even tell you. Okay, we got some gold on our spatula. Who just came in? I saw somebody. Terry Hackman. Good to see you. And who came in behind you? Sorry, I have to move from the thing on my phone. And Karen, yay, my girls are all here. Okay, let's do the goop one more time because we can. Ready? Holy crap. Just wait. I'm telling you, when you guys get this, you're going to be like calling me going, you told me it was kind of weird, but it is. Okay, ready? We're going to smear it in the middle. And when I say smear, I do mean smear. We're just going to smear it around. Ooh. Can you see it? I hope this translates to camera. I really do, because it'll be way more fun if you can see it like I can see it. And we're just going to go on the reds. Can you see how long this is going to last me? Like forever. Seriously, right? Forever. Which is fine with me. I like getting my money out of stuff. Okay. All right. I think we're good on the red. Close up our Goopy Gold. I think that's going to be its technical name from now on, is Goopy Gold. And wipe my spatula off because I'm going to use it back in the other jar. Are you guys saying stuff and I just can't see it? I hate having my camera this way because I can't see y'all. Okay, now we're going to go into the moon dust, this is your new favorite friend. You thought you liked clear shimmer brush. This, my girls, is the cat's meow. Look at how smooth this one is. By contrast to the Goopy Gold, look. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously. More fun. We're going to be smearing this on everything. This is like glittery frosting. Okay, ready? So now we're gonna frost the rest. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they cross over a little bit. That's to be expected. We're just gonna cover it up because, you know, we've got to have a little glitter on everything. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now I hope you can see why I was so flippin' excited to show you this tonight, because this is literally craft frosting, right? With glitter. With glitter. Okay, better see all the hearts, you people. Dee Dee, I know you'll be making me some hearts over there. This is right up your alley. And mine. And mine. Okay. We're gonna... And you're gonna see, like, it's gonna pick up the ink on the stencil. And I could have taken it off and cleaned it, but I don't know. Crafting's messy. It's okay. Okay. I think I got it mostly covered. It looks fun already, right? Seriously. Okay, wipe off my spatula just so it doesn't stay gooked up. And so far I found that they clean really easy. I literally took it to the sink and rinsed it with water, washed my hands. By the time I washed my hands, it was good. It was not an issue. Okay, here comes the unveiling. Are you ready? Show me all the happy faces and the hearts on the side. Who said that? Cool new products? Gell. Yes. Hello. Okay, ready? Here comes the unveiling. Dun da da da. Hang on, I gotta set this down so I don't get stuff all over. Okay, I hope this translates to camera. It is. Can you see that? OMG. Isn't that crazy good? Can you see this on a layout? Or on, my goodness, you could match the colors. You can glitz it up. You can leave it plain. The possibilities are just endless. And you saw how quick that happened, right? Or cards. The only slow part, honestly, is just waiting for it to dry, in truth. And then the only thing you need to do here is wipe up your mat, right? Because you got ink and glitter on it. That's what I mean. The mat is indispensable. You will use the mat like crazy. So here's the one we just did, right? And this is the pink and the red. Now, let me show you. I've got another one. This is the one I did before that. You guys. Seriously. This is the yellow and the pink, believe it or not. This is the yellow and the pink together. Doesn't it, the gold glitter, doesn't it change that? They're just so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I really wish you could see them in person because they're even better. Now hang on, there's more. This one I did in a big sheet because I want to do a page with that. This is the, let me see. This is the tattered rose, the pale pink, and the bright pink, believe it or not. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I don't dare touch it yet because I think it's still wet, but after it's dry, I'm just gonna put a couple of heavy, like a piece of glass or a book on it just to flatten it up a bit. But then I'm gonna actually, I think, make a layout with it because I think it's so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted you to see how fun these are, you guys. This is only truly the beginning. We are gonna have so much fun. So that's your quick tutorial tonight on Distress Oxides and our new favorite friend, glitter gels. Let me line them up so they don't roll off. Yay! Talk to you soon. Love you, girls.